what's going on, peeps? This is your boy Eminem, also known as DJ Ministerial, also known as Malachi of the Malachi and Christine Show. Look, I just wanted to get on here while I had about 30 minutes on this treadmill to give you a little head knowledge. What's up, cuz? How you doing, Cynthia? Love y'all. It's no real secret that people want to be successful both in life and in work. And for many of you that might be watching this or checking this out later, it's why you became self-employed in the first place. That's basically why I became self-employed. Because I was tired of working for the system. I was tired of punching that clock. I was tired of trading time for dollars. You know, it's nothing against that, you know, because people, they enjoy that. So I'm not talking against that. But here's the thing. Sometimes we all find ourselves in situations where we're getting in our own way. And that's the one thing that I saw myself doing in my life. I was getting in my own way, and I was destroying a lot of my own plans. Well, they weren't really my plans, you know, the plans of God. And I said, you know what? It's hot out here in San Diego. Maybe not as hot as where you might be, because I've seen some of the temperatures today. You know, you're talking triple digits in Las Vegas, triple digits in Arizona. It is like hot out there. I could have the mindset of saying, you know what, I don't need to work out. I'm good. I'd rather relax, chill, have a piece of cake, you know, cookies and milk or whatever. But that's not my mindset. My mindset basically is this. If you want to strive for success, you got to get up off your dusty butts and do it. And I'm going to give you 3 successful tips today. 3 successful tips on, and these aren't any secrets by any means, you know, like I said, it's no real secret. The thing is this, whether it's a lack of focus or belief, we often be our own worst enemy. You know, I'm sure many of you that are watching this, and you might be watching it later, you're your own worst enemy. You know you need to lose weight, so what do? Nothing. You know you need to lose weight, so what do? Eat more cookies. You know you need to lose weight, so what do? Eat another slice of pie. That's not success in getting your weight gain. You know, in the desired weight that you want, you got to get started. You got to get out that mindset of, oh, I'm too tired, it's hot, I don't feel like it. Well, you know what? I didn't feel like working out either. But I had made up in my mind that there's a particular weight that I desire to be. And I'm 6'1". My desired weight is 200. Now that's mine. Now leave it up to the doctors, which all my doctors are Filipino, so they all little anyway. They say I ought to be 198 pounds. Can you imagine my frame? 6'1", 190 pounds, 198 pounds. I look like I was smoking crack. There's no way that could be right. But check this. When you really look at it though, success is really only a few steps away. It isn't overly difficult when you think about it, but it does take daily focus and attention. Okay? I had to focus on getting on this treadmill. I had to focus on it. It was hot. I put on all these clothes to help me sweat. And the thing is, when I started really getting in the mindset of, okay, I got to do this every day. I want to stay healthy. I got to get to my desired weight. You know, I've already lost close to 30 pounds. Hey, that says a lot. But it was my determination and my focus. You know, I got grandchildren. You know, I want to be around here when my grandchildren are graduating from college and beyond. So in order to do that, you know what I got to do? I got to get on this treadmill. What do you have to do? Go outside and walk. Walk 15 minutes a day. That's all it takes. Walk 30 minutes a day. Whatever the time frame that you have, at least do something once a day and keep that regimen going. One way to help get over this fear of being successful and fear of getting out of your comfort zone, the fear of not trying something new, the fear of pain and suffering that comes along with this exercise that I'm doing, you know what? You just got to focus on the small steps that it takes for you to get where you want to go. That's all it takes, small steps. While the big picture is exciting, you know what's exciting? You know, going to the beach, taking your shirt off, going to the beach looking all hot and cool, right? That's some of y'all. I'm not about that. I'm that age. It's like, you know, I go to the beach, I get me a big umbrella and a big old frosty mug, and I'm chilling. I'm cool. No sun for me. I'm done. I'm already the color I need to be. So I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody trying to get no tan. But you know what? While the big picture is exciting, it can also be devastating. It can be very devastating when you think about all the things that need to be done. Now, to help get you moving towards your own success, I put together 3 simple steps to achieve personal success, along with some of my favorite quotes to use as a little bit of inspiration. So, if you're ready to get started, say I'm ready. Hey, hit that 5. Hit that 5. Hit 5. Say I'm ready. I'm ready. Whether you do it or not, you're still gonna get it. Number 1, get moving. How simple is that? I know that's profound for a lot of folk. Get moving. The first thing you do when trying to move in a new direction is to just take those first steps. That's the hardest thing to do, is take those first steps. So many people want to wait until all their ducks are in a row, and until it's just the right moment. Let me tell you something. Here's a well-known secret. It's never going to be the right moment. You have to take action when you think about it. Okay? There's not going to be a right moment. The problem is this: that moment simply doesn't exist. The right moment, it does not exist, because you're always making up excuses. What's up, Adrian? What's up, homie? You're always making up excuses not to take that first step to your success. You have to create the perfect time by taking the first step and continuing to walk in the direction that you want to go. What direction do you want to go in life? What job do you have? What business goals do you have? What's the steps that it's going to take for you to get to that level of success that's going to make you happy? There aren't any secrets or shortcuts to success. So this stuff that I'm sharing with you, it's no secret. It's no big shortcuts to success. People always say, man, what's the real secret to success? Whatever it is that's going to get you there, that's your own secret. You know, everybody's paying all this money for all these gurus, you know, for their secrets, what it took for them, because they want to copy them. You know that they say about copying the cat, right? If you're going to copy the cat, copy the right cat. Why not be the cat that other people copy? It's simple. It takes walking the walk every day until you get there. Man, that's profound, right? Like I told you, ain't none of this I'm sharing with you new. Whatever it takes for you to get there, one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time. Listen to what Bruce Lee said. He said, if you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. So often we spend so much time thinking about what we want to do instead of doing what we need to do. I'm telling you, this is like aha moments for some folk. Other people's like, amen, because I know this. But it's reaffirming what you've already been taught. Action is the fundamental key to all success. Pablo Picasso said that. Man. Now check what Tony Robbins said. We all know he's the top of the chain, top of the food chain as far as gurus is concerned. He said, you see, in life, lots of people know what to do, but few people actually do what they know. Knowing is not enough. You must take action. It was just like me getting down here, getting on this treadmill. It's sitting in the corner. As long as it's sitting there, it's doing what it do, nothing. But until I get on it and hit the little button that says on, that's taking action. Taking action to the steps of where I want to be in my weight gain or my weight loss, right? I'm like I say right now I'm 210 maybe, somewhere around there. I want to lose at least 10 more pounds. Like I said, I was like 250. I was 6'1", 250. For me, that wasn't comfortable. My back was hurting. My legs was hurting. I'm like, oh, God. I didn't like the way I looked. My clothes didn't fit. So what did I have to do? I had to take action. I had to make up in my own mind and say, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the necessary steps for me to lose the rest of the weight that I need to lose. That's another 10 pounds. I'll be a sweet 200 pounds. Baby girl says she likes the way I weigh. She likes my size, but I don't. See, that's a personal thing. What's up, Pastor? Good to see you, man. And like I say, what I'm talking about is 3 simple success that anybody can use in their life. It's no secret. It's no big prolific revelation. It's just simple things. The first thing is get moving. This is what Lao Tzu says. He said the journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step. How simple is that? People say, I want to run a mile. Well, if you've never ran a half a mile, or you've never ran around the block, don't think you're going to get out there and run that mile, because it's not going to happen. You got to condition your mind. You got to condition your body. You got to start with that first step. Take 1 step outside. That's the first step. Get moving. There is no substitute for hard work. Thomas Edison said that. Think about all the times that he failed. And he failed thousands and thousands of times. But it was that 1,001 time that the light bulb was invented. Think about it. What if you failed that many times? Not knowing that next step could be your success to what you want in life. Number 2, create a plan. Once you've taken your first steps, okay, you can start a plan, a more direct route to your path to success. Create a plan. Do you even have a plan? Do you even know what a plan is? Those first steps can give you an idea of possible upcoming roadblocks that's coming in your way, or different paths you may need to take. That's why today we have GPS. Man, those of you that know about Thomas Brother Guide, how many know about the Thomas Brothers? Man, I used to live by that. That was like the Road Atlas Bible. You got that big book every year, because every year there was changes going to the road and stuff. We flip over. But what happens when you get to that page that they didn't put that new development in? You're like, oh man, what am I going to do? I don't know where to go. I don't know where to turn, right? So this is why we have GPS. GPS basically helps us avoid all of the roadblocks in the way, all the different paths that we have to take. I just left my parents' house, and they're getting ready to go on a little road trip. And I said, yo, Dad, do you have Waze or Waze on your phone? He was like, what's that? It's a map app. In order for you to, divert some of the traffic that might be on 5, you know what? This is great, because it'll divert you to those routes for a faster time. So this is what we do in life. Hey, Sheila, what's up? Good to see you. We have these maps in our lives to get us on the road to success, to get us down the road so we can get around these roadblocks. That's what the Bible does. The Bible teaches us, those that are Christians, they read the Bible. Why do they read the Bible? Because they want to know where these roadblocks are. They want to know how to avert many of these roadblocks and accidents that might be up somewhere along the road up there. You know what I'm saying? So now this is the time to put some effort into an overall plan right now. Today is the perfect time for you to really start putting time in and putting some effort in to your overall plan of where you want to be in the next year, the next 5 year, the next 10 year. You may find that you're detour from it, okay? You can find some detours in some of the roadblocks that come, but it's fine. Don't worry about the roadblocks. They come to make you strong. They come to make you think creatively. The idea is to have a general roadmap so you can make the most efficient decisions and make the most of your time and energy. That's why we have plans. So we can strategically, basically map out our course. I'm on this treadmill, it's jacking me up. Brother can't talk. But the thing is here, Ernest Hemingway said, never mistake motion for action. Never mistake motion for action. And Peter Drucker said, efficiency is doing things right. Effectiveness is doing the right things. Dwight Eisenhower said, plans are nothing. Planning is everything. You can have plans all day long, But if you're not planning, it means nothing. I used to tell my kids all the time, you know what? It's good to have dreams. It's good to have goals. And I don't talk against that. You got to have it. But if you don't write it down, it's just nothing but a dream. You got to write those dreams down. Write those plans out in order for it to be a reality. What does the Bible say about write it down, make it plain, right? That's what we do. Donald Rumsfeld, he said, think ahead. Don't let day-to-day operations drive out planning. Don't let what you're going through drive out any of your planning. Don't let your family drive out any of your planning. Don't let your best friends drive out any of your planning. They don't want you to plan anyway. They want you to hang around the water cooler. They want you to hang around the pool. They want you to hang around in the slow lane. No, I ain't got time for that. You know, it's like I had to laugh at my dad. Sunday, you know, I was walking in church. You know, I was kind of tired, you know, from going all these different conferences with my baby girl. And he was like, hey, son, how you doing? I said, I'm tired. You know, I've been going to all these different conferences. The first thing he said is, well, you got to slow down. I was like, no, Dad, I'm just getting started. Life is just getting started for me. You know, it was like I was doing all that education, you know, got my master's degree, you know, all that education and stuff. They say it slows you down, but no, it was prepping me. It was preparing me for where I wanted to be today. What are you doing to prepare yourself where you need to be today, but not only today, tomorrow? That's what's important. There is no waste in the world that equals the waste from needlessness and needless, indirected, and ineffective motion. Dr. Bunker said that. Here's the last point, and I'm gonna let you go. Heard a preacher say, hey, hang with me, I'll soon let you go. 2 hours later, he was still saying that, I'll soon let you go. We're like, hey man, we should have been gone 2 hours ago. But look, number 3, and this is the final one. Plan to succeed. Plan to succeed. Number 1 was get moving. Number 2, create a plan. Number 3, plan to succeed. Ever wonder why so many small businesses fail? I do. You know, I got a lot of buddies. They start these little businesses, these little side jobs and things, and they fail. I've started a lot of businesses and they failed. They didn't get off the ground. They didn't do anything, you know? And then people kept saying, now what you in? Now what you in? You know, I was selling life insurance. I was selling Shackley. Anybody remember Shackley? Vitamins, you know? Now it's, what's the vitamin thing today? I don't even know what the big vitamin thing there is because I'm out of the loop as far as, you know, multi-level marketing, vitamins and stuff like that. But it's because they didn't plan for success. Many people will argue, you know, I planned. Yeah, you planned, but you didn't plan successfully in order for you to stay successful in that small business. Don't make the mistake of overestimating your success or underestimating what needs to be done in your business. That's so many problems that people have today, even in churches. You know, my dream is to see our churches in our community flourish. You know, it shouldn't be that in our inner cities, our churches are struggling like they are. You know, there's a lot of business people in these churches, business-minded, successful, creative. But the thing about it is the leaders that are in charge, they're not allowing them to express themselves in a way that's going to help benefit the church. It's like they want to take their church. Nobody wants y'all church. Those people are placed there to help you to succeed, help you to get to a level to where more people can hear the gospel. More people can be reached with the word of God. You talk about you want a satellite. You don't even have Facebook Live. How you going to get a satellite? Start small. You know what? Every week, do you at least one Facebook Live from your service? It's notoriety. It's getting your name out there. It's getting people to be familiar with you, who you are. You know, you just don't bust out on the scene talking about, I'm Bishop so-and-so, I'm Pastor so-and-so, I'm Apostle so-and-so. People are like, well, where you come from? They don't even know you. You're talking about, hey, bring me in for 3 days, bring me in for a week. I'm like, dude, nah, we don't even know who you are. Start you a Facebook Live. You know, get on and just encourage the folk. You don't have to be on there for 2 hours preaching. They get preaching on Sunday. Get on for 30 minutes. Get on for 15 minutes, whatever. This is planning to succeed. You want your church to be successful? This is a perfect plan for that. Now listen, If you do these simple things, you'll find that you just set yourself up for failures by overestimating your success and determining or underestimating what you need to be successful. Make sure you take some time and talk to the people who've been there, who can help you keep you from making costly and potentially business closing mistakes. That's the thing. Talk to people that are better than you. Talk to people that are more successful than you. If I want to make $100,000 a year, why am I going to talk to somebody that's making $25,000? That's not working. Hey, Peggy, how you doing? That's not working. I'll never make $100,000 talking to someone that makes $25,000. If I want to make $100,000, I'm going to talk to someone that's making $200,000. What's up, son? Good to see you, man. I want to talk to somebody that's making way more than I do to get me where I want to go. Now, in addition to this, it's important to realize that your plans won't always go the way you expect them to. You have to realize that. Just because you got plans, just because you got it written down, they might not always go as you expected. So it's a good idea to have some backup options in those scenarios. Do you have a backup plan? I always tell people when you're working for the Lord and you're doing a great work for God, God don't have a B plan. He's the A plan. There is no B plan in God. People say, what's your B plan in God? There is no B plan. God has already purposed your life. He's already provided for your life. He's already promised you that you will be successful. Read the word. It'll tell you that. So there is no plan B in God. World society will tell you, what's your plan B? You got a plan B? You got to have a plan B because your plan A might not work it. Well, that's true in the world society, right? So it's a good idea to have a backup option in those scenarios. Now, having a plan B and a plan C is much better than having all your eggs in one basket. Right? You don't want to put all your plans in one basket. What if it all fails? You have nothing to fall back on. Now listen, Tony Robbins again, he said, once you have mastered time, you will understand how true it is that most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a year and underestimate what they can achieve in a decade. Have you got your goals written out? At least 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. You can be a goal maker that's on steroids and have a 100-year plan. That's good because what you're doing, you're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about the generation that you're leaving behind you. Right? That's why you plan for 50 years out, 100 years out, because you know when you're gone, your children and your children's children can walk in that plan, can walk in your footsteps to a better life. And that's the thing that hurts my heart, because in many of the black communities, we're not taught the success of finances. You know, we're not taught that in school. I heard my fiance's daughter, she's 13. And we was talking, they was talking about finances and stuff. She looked up, she says, you know what, that's kind of jacked up. They don't teach us this in school and in middle school. They don't teach us about finances. They don't teach us how to save money. They don't teach us about how to put away for the future. And that's sad. You know, depending on what neighborhood you're in, right? And what programs they have in the school, that should be a prerequisite on learning how to handle your finances, how to live within your means and not outside your means. You know, you got this gold plate mentality, this millionaire mindset, and you're on Section 8. That ain't working. You got to change your mindset. Benjamin Franklin said, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. How real is that? We're just preparing to fail. Oh, my battery's getting low, so I got to wrap this up. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. That was Robert Burns. Listen, lastly, have some fun. The point of being self-employed is to have more freedom and do what you love. If you aren't doing what you love, guess what? It's really not much different from having a regular job. In fact, it may even be worse. Since you have all your headaches and administration taxes as well, I think Tony Robbins said it the best. He said, it is not what we get, but who we become. What we contribute, that gives meaning to our lives. That's it. That's all I got for you now. You know, I'm burning out on this treadmill, coming down to a close. You know what? There was 3 simple steps to success. It's no real secret. Number one, get moving. Number two, create a plan. And number three, plan to succeed. That's all I got for y'all. Again, this is your boy Malachi, also known as DJ Ministerio, and of the Malachi and Christine Show. All right, I'll get back with y'all. Peace out. If you missed it, go back and watch the review. Share it with your friends. Share it with those that need to be encouraged about being successful where they are in life. Love you much. We'll see you next time. Peace.